Tom Barry was a legend in his own time. A veteran of the War of Independence, he was famed for his guerrilla tactics against the British. He was a master of ambush, a soldier who knew every inch of the Irish countryside. But the fight for Ireland's freedom was over. The year was 1934, and the country was trying to find its feet as a new nation. Barry, however, seemed to be a man out of time, his revolutionary spirit undimmed. The War of Independence had forged Barry into a formidable figure. He had seen more than his fair share of bloodshed, but it was the fight for Irish freedom that consumed him. Even after the treaty, a part of him remained on the battlefields of Cork and Kerry. This was a man who lived and breathed for Ireland, and he was not afraid to stand up for what he believed in, no matter the cost. On the 16th of August, 1934, a discovery was made at Barry's home in Cork City. Hidden amongst his possessions was a Thompson submachine gun, a weapon notorious for its use by gangsters in America. But this was no ordinary gangster's tool. This was a symbol of revolution, a weapon that spoke of unfinished business and a simmering tension that refused to die. The Thompson, nicknamed the Tommy gun, was a fearsome piece of weaponry. It could fire 45 caliber rounds at a staggering rate, making it a devastating tool in close-quarter combat. Its presence in Barry's home was a clear indication that the old IRA networks were still active, and that some were unwilling to let go of the dream of a fully united Ireland. The discovery of the Thompson gun did not occur in a vacuum. Ireland in 1934 was a country deeply divided along political lines. The Irish Civil War, a bitter conflict fought between former comrades, had left its scars. The pro-treaty party, now in power, was seen by many as abandoning the republican ideals of the struggle. The opposition, led by Eamon de Valera, drew its support from those who felt betrayed by the treaty. The discovery of the Thompson in Barry's possession was quickly seized upon by both sides. It was evidence of their rivals' true intentions. It was an attempt to discredit them and their supporters. Adding fuel to the fire were two organizations with close ties to the Blue Shirts and Broy Harriers. The Blue Shirts, officially known as the Army Comrades Association, were a paramilitary group with fascist leanings. They saw themselves as protectors of the state, and their presence on the streets was a constant reminder of the fragility of peace. Broy Harriers, on the other hand, were a more clandestine force. They were essentially a private army, answerable only to their leader, Ian O'Duffy, the Garda Commissioner. Their methods were often brutal, and their loyalty was questionable. Together, the Blue Shirts and Broy Harriers represented a dangerous undercurrent of violence and intimidation in Irish society.